at the previous battle plans, this has been Ralph's finest session. I mean, people just love the down and dirty, how to do it, stealth marketing. And Ralph is prepared to answer any questions. It's going to be a little slower paced session because we want to really get this information out to you. So I'm not going to take a lot of time up here, promoting it. Ralph Paglia.
Thank you very much, Jim. Here we are on day 3, morning of day 3, and I gotta say, I've been to more of these internet battle plans, I think, Jim, than any of your other speakers.
That's true.
And I have to tell you, every time Jim just amazes me. He keeps doing a better and better job. Every internet battle plan seems like it's a little bit better than the one before it. Just when you think it can't get any better, and it gets better. And this one has been fantastic, Jim. So my hat's off to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate constantly getting invited back. Thank you.
Thank you.
So today we're going to go over some. I'll just come right out and say it. We're going to talk about some dangerous tactics today. Now, I always like to kick off this session with a disclaimer. And here's the disclaimer. I have people I know in the business, good friends, who have lost their jobs using some of these tactics. So for those of you who are here who are sales managers, internet managers, marketing directors, before you do any of this stuff, sit down and have a heart-to-heart with your general manager. And the reason why I say that is in the car business, we tend to be a little bit boisterous. We tend to be proud. We tend to state that we're very competitive, but sometimes we're not quite that competitive. We want to say we're competitive, but we might not have the stomach or the appetite for certain tactics that will cause other dealers to call your dealer principal and say, "What the hell are you doing?" So I always like to start off with that statement. Now, by the same token, I'm going to share with you this morning some strategies and tactics that you should be aware of, even if you don't want to use this stuff yourself. Be aware that it can be done to you, so you can recognize it, and be the dealer that calls the other dealer whining, "What are you doing? You're stealing my customers." Okay, so if you want to be the whiny, sniveling little, never mind. I'm saying, if you want to defend yourself against hyper-competitive dealers in your market, this is a good session to learn what can be done. So I always like to kick this off by saying, now I'm going to share with you some stuff that's going on right now. Let me just ask, are there any Honda dealers from Massachusetts here? You sure? Because I have to ask you to leave the room if you want. I'm serious. I'm going to share with you some current campaigns, and I'll tell you where some of these come from. In May, Scott Bertles, the general manager of Herb Chambers Honda in Seekonk, Massachusetts, called me up. I remember because I was driving my car in Phoenix. I have a Ford Expedition. And he was so fired up that I pulled into the parking lot of a shopping center so I could, park and not be distracted.